hair, you braid hair, and so I have my hair braided. So I want to know what you think about this. Is this something that you do? Is this the type of style you do, or not? What do you think about it?
I
Like,
love it. It looks really
you
nice. It looks
do?
really nice, and it's
Oh,
definitely something that I do.
okay. All right.
Definitely.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now, do you do haircuts also? Can you do something with that?
That's coming. That's
Okay.
coming.
All
Not
right. You
yet.
working?
Not quite yet. It's all coming.
All right. Awesome. Welcome to another episode of Build a Better Business with the Floyds. We're so excited about this episode because we have someone very special today that we're going to be talking to. We have a young entrepreneur, 17 years old, that is doing it big.
Man, I don't even remember what I was doing I don't even want to remember what I was doing at 17. So at first I want to say I'm proud of you and proud of what you're doing, and I already know you're gonna have a bright future.
All right, yeah.
Thank
So
you very much.
yes, yes. So this is gonna be a little different for us because normally, we're doing things where we're kind of giving practical advice, but we wanted to do something different. We wanted to highlight a business owner because you being a business owner and being so young, it's impressive. So we're super excited to talk to you and just kind of dig into your world and be able to encourage a lot of people today. So welcome to the show. Build a Better Business with Miss Faith Randall. Woo! We're so
Let's
excited
go,
to
let's
have
Thank
you.
go.
you.
All right, so we're gonna kick this off. We definitely, if you don't mind, just taking a moment, Faith, introducing yourself, to our audience and telling us just a little bit about you.
All right, so I'm Faith Rendell. I just turned 18 years old last month. So I have my own business, and I started my own business in November of 2022. So I've been doing it for a little while. I've been, in the business, doing my thing. So yeah, and it's exciting. It's also a lot doing it so young, but it's definitely rewarding. So, yep.
All right. So with that being said, so you just turned 18. So
Yes.
what you accomplished just last year, you were 17 years old, correct?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, and you just turned 18. Well, congratulations. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you got a chance to celebrate and really enjoy your birthday.
I definitely did.
Oh,
I
I'm
did.
sure. All right, so now please tell us a little bit about this. So you're in school and you're
High school.
yeah, wait, you're in school and you're doing something else. Like so you're dual school or something. If you can explain that to us a little bit more, like what exactly you're doing, and then you also have a business. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm a senior in high school. This is my second semester, and the first semester of my senior year, I started at this other school called Maxwell. So it's like a dual enrollment kind of thing, but it's two different high schools. So I go to my regular school for my core classes. For four classes, it's 7 to 10:30, and then at 11 I go to Maxwell, and I'm in cosmetology school for 2.5 hours. So it's basically like it's just like a starter program for cosmetology school. And you get some partial credits on, things. Some actual cosmetology schools, they take the credit. So if I wanted to pursue that, I can get discounts, or I could just pursue finishing my cosmetology program basically out in school, but just get a head start on it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm not officially in cosmetology school, but I'm definitely having a head start at it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually. I mean, I don't know.
My question is, do you think you need the school if you already got clientele, you already done built your business? Are you just going to school to finish up, or are they teaching you anything new?
Definitely. I'm learning a lot of stuff that I definitely didn't know when it comes to sanitation and
Oh,
customer service. I would say I was already good in customer service because I have very my mama, she she's one of them ones. So I have experience in customer service. So we learn customer service and many other things. So I'm definitely learning a lot. It's very challenging. I will be honest, it's challenging, but I love it though. I really do like it, and I feel like I'm going to get my cosmetology license so that I'm able to have that license to back me up and to just know things that in the field that I wouldn't normally know. So as a braider, it's you don't need credentials to really work in the field. So knowing how to wash hair and do coloring and all these different type of services, that's what you do need the credentials for. So that's what I want to learn. That's what I'm interested in. So yep.
Wow. So how much longer do you have until you're finished with high school and then you're finished with this program that you're going through?
So I graduate Maxwell at the same time that I graduate my high school. So I graduate in May, and then I'll be starting cosmetology school at Paul Mitchell in August of this year.
Wow, Paul Mitchell,
That's
man,
what
you
I'm
doing
talking
she's
Yeah.
doing it big. Like, I'm familiar with Paul Mitchell. They got their little,
Right. Mm-hmm.
they not Walmart prices. Let's just put it like that. I
Not at
know
all. Not
that.
at all.
That is awesome. So you're gonna graduate both from high school and from cosmetology school at the same time.
yeah.
And then
Yes.
when you do that, what's next for you?
So, well, I'll be graduating from cosmetology school, but not really. I won't get the license right then, so that's why I have to go to Paul Mitchell to finish out my license, finish out my hours. So I'm just getting a head start at it, and then it's just a shorter term basically for my cosmetology. It's less than a year,
Okay.
because I have the head start in the classes. So, yeah, I'll probably be graduating Paul Mitchell. April of next year if I
Wow.
start in August. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well,
good stuff.
yeah, I mean, I'm curious to know, and I mean, I just wanted to know, like, what inspired you to even start braiding hair in the first place? Like,
Mhm.
how'd you get into that?
So actually my dad, he lives in Virginia and he is a product distributor. Well, he used to be. So he was a product distributor for I don't know how long. Like I just know when I went there for the summers, I was riding the roads with him and dropping off products. So he had his own business and he's definitely one of my biggest inspirations. That's how I got into the field, to be honest, because he pushed me so much, and him just talking about hair, I'm tired of hair, but I finally got into it. So it's just like when I was younger, I wasn't listening. I'm like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about and blah blah blah. But now that I'm older and when I started my business, I was like, okay, so he definitely knew what he was talking about. So yeah, he definitely, that's what inspired me, because my sister, her mom is actually a loctician. So I was in the salons with her too, washing people heads when I was not supposed to be. So that's what basically my family. So yeah, that's what
Wow.
inspired me.
And how
Yeah.
long have you been doing hair again?
Um Almost 3 years, two and
So
a half
so
years.
so your first year, how much did you make your first year doing hair?
I couldn't even tell you. In I would say probably around 25K.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
your first
Yeah.
year.
I
So
think
wait,
yeah.
3 years
Yeah.
ago, wait, you talking about like 15 or 16?
Yeah, I was 15 when I started. 15, and then I turned
Wow.
16 3 months later. Yep.
That's awesome. So you were 15 years old. You made $25,000 braiding hair.
Yep,
All
I
right. So
sure
now,
did.
What you do with the money? What you do what was the plan?
I couldn't even tell you. I had no plans. I had no plans with it. All I wanted to do with that money was spend it on clothes and do
yeah.
anything a teenager want to do. So I don't even know where that money is. I couldn't find it if I wanted to. So
That sounds like the typical
Oh
response.
my God. And then, look, no, that's real. I'm telling you, trust me,
yeah.
we can look back. I'm
Yeah.
sure all of us can look back at when we were your age. Well, first of all, I know I ain't never come into that much money at no
Nah.
15 years old. I don't even know if I
Right.
even knew what $25,000 was. So but the little money that I did make, because I did have little after school jobs,
Yeah.
and I would spend that. So I couldn't even
Mhm.
imagine the
Yeah.
more I had. So all right, so I mean, that's awesome. So, you're inspired by your parents. Your parents had a great influence on you. So how would you describe, their support when how did that work when you decided you actually wanted to do this? How
Mhm.
did did you have a conversation with your parents, or how did this work when you went through that process?
Right. So, actually, my parents were very supportive. Like, it was crazy how supportive they were. So, my mom, we had a bigger house, and so there was like this, I would say it was like a den, and so she let me use the den to basically make it into my own salon. So, and
Right.
then they end up buying me my own chair, and then I got a TV for it.
Wow.
And yes, I started, but I also started with like, it was like this organizer, and I would just put my products in it that I already had in my room. So I would just put my products and everything in there. And then I started getting my own money. I was like, oh, I need to buy this, upgrade this.
Yeah.
And that happened. And then my dad, like I said, is a product distributor. So he was giving me the products to start braiding basically. So I started using his products when I first started braiding. I don't use them too much anymore,
Mhm.
but he definitely started me off, so with a good amount.
Wow. Oh, now that's awesome. So not only they supported you, I mean, they even helped you. I mean, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Your
A good
support,
support system.
yeah, support is everything. I think that's really
Yeah.
important for an entrepreneur to have the support, whether it's a parent or a spouse or whoever you have in your life to have that support. I think that makes a world of difference in, business, period. So, your first year sound like you did pretty well for your first year. Was there any challenges that you faced?
Um, Not necessarily. I would just say that not really, because I had a pretty smooth first year, because I'm an organized person. So when I started, I already had like a booking site, I already had my Instagram set up, I had, the policies and everything laid out. Like, I wasn't one of those people, oh, DM to book. I wasn't one of those. I was like, okay, let me have a site. It was very, well rounded and all that. So I didn't really too much have any problems, honestly.
How did you know to do all of that though? Like, listen. I mean, look, we work with people all the time that are
Yeah.
probably two times your age, and still don't have a website.
Yeah.
So many things that is missing. How in the world at 15 years old you knew to have a website, a booking app, like all the things that
Yeah.
you need to actually have smooth operations to do your business? How did you know that?
Well, honestly, I would say social media. That was like the biggest thing. Anything, I know it's crazy, right?
No, no,
Anything that
that's yeah, you can learn a lot.
anything that I had questions about, I was watching YouTube videos. I was just looking at other, young entrepreneurs. So I
Mhm.
was, searching up any questions that I had on TikTok. For the most part, TikTok was really like the anything I need. I'm just, how do I do this? How do I? So that was definitely it. And then at that time there were a lot of young people starting their businesses as well. So I
Mhm.
wasn't the only one, but I seen, me looking as, okay, what if I was a client and I was, I'm looking at their Instagram page, like, what I really want to book with this person. So I had just had to see how would I as a client want to see a booking site, or, a page or anything. I wanted to be really organized. They know what they're talking about. So that's what I wanted to be basically. So
That's good
yeah.
stuff.
Wow. So you're basically telling us, I mean, are you hearing the same thing I'm hearing?
Yeah.
It sounds like what she's saying is she did her homework. I mean, she didn't just jump into business. She did her homework. She actually, I mean, wherever, some
Yeah.
people read and or whatever your method. She went through YouTube University,
Mhm.
some Instagram, so I mean, there'd be some good information out there. I'm
Yeah.
gonna lie, people
I
be
Mhm.
don't.
posting some really good stuff.
I
So
didn't pay a dime.
yeah, she went to the University of YouTube and she learned how to do what she needed to do. But I think that having a process before you do business, as I will always, I tell people all the time, is everything. It
Yeah.
makes a world of a difference in regards to you just getting to the money so much faster. It makes it just makes things run so smoothly, and you do overcome a lot of challenges, potentially. So
Exactly.
I think that you took this extremely thoughtful.
And then hats off to your parents, because I mean, you don't know how many business start up and fail, and they fail because they don't have the support. They want to get a shop or something like that, but they don't have the money to get a shop. Or they
Right.
want to do hair, so they could be gifted, but they don't have the support to do what they know how to do. And so it's a good thing your parents, supported you, like giving you their house and letting you use their products to get your money
Mhm.
up. And now you're able to pretty much invest that money into buying your own stuff. But a
Right.
lot of people don't get past that first hump of, let me get some money to get started. Your parents pretty much
Exactly.
help you get off the ground and get started. So now you're like on autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon you're gonna be making more than your parents.
I I
Yeah, they they already want to me. They
look,
want to me.
the cat's out the
But
bag.
I'm
Like
gonna
they know it now.
see.
Matter of fact, I'm
It's
gonna say,
probably his fault too. Why
yeah,
they
I'm
how
gonna
they
say this
know? He's the
is
one who let the cat out the
Yeah,
bag.
so this
yeah.
how it happened. I'm doing your parents' taxes, and the parents are like, let me talk to my daughter to see how much she made. Because I was like, I'm thinking like the normal teenager. I'm like, well, they probably didn't make more than the standard deduction of 14,000. So that whatever price she coming with won't even matter. And when she was talking to you on the phone, and she was like, how much you say you make again? And you told her, she was like, wait. Your mom sat down, she shut down the whole tax appointment. She was like, she just stopped writing. She stopped asking questions. She just like, her mind was just do 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 do. And I was like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm not okay. So I don't know what number you gave her, but
But
that
it's
changed the
Yeah.
whole.
you're gonna walk us through this. So 3 years in business, you've been profitable all 3 years in your business. I mean, extremely profitable because
Yeah,
like even 25,000, who couldn't
yeah,
use an extra $25,000 period?
Right.
Let alone at 15 years old. So kind of walk us through the last 3 years of profitability for you. Like what did that look like? So year one's 25. What about year two and three?
What do you mean by that?
And so how much income did you make? In
Okay.
then year two and in year three.
Um, it's wishy washy.
Okay.
I will say last year was definitely one of my best years. It definitely was. I think I made a little over 50,000.
Woo.
So yes, at 17, it's crazy.
Wow.
okay.
But yeah, the other years, I would say it would probably be maybe 3,000 less, maybe somewhere around that. So in the
You still,
40s, maybe. But
Still
I don't know because I
50,000.
mean,
you still a
yeah,
few thousands shy of.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 17 over 50,000 a year in her business.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Faith, kudos to you. I
yeah,
need to
Thank you.
understand the mindset. So this is what, our audience, they want to know this for sure, Faith. So we have folks who aspire to be entrepreneurs or may
yeah,
have even started a business but don't feel like they have the time to work in their business the way they want to because they have a job, they have family. And you just already told us that you're in school full time and then you're going to school for a couple of more hours after full-time school and then you have a business that you're running after that and you made over 50 some $1,000 working it. So kind of tell us your mindset. Like what's the mindset that you have to make you just be kind of locked in like that, to stay focused and to be able to accomplish everything, because that's a lot. You're literally going to get your diploma and then
yeah.
you're going to have college credits and you have a business. Tell me, how do you do that?
Well, when you put it like that, I don't even know. But
Like Jesus.
I had to do some no, but honestly, it can be a struggle at times. It can definitely be a struggle. I will say that like freshman year of high school, I didn't start my business yet, but I wasn't like a straight A student. I was like an ABC type of student. So once I started my business, I realized, okay, so after school I have to go to work. Like I'm working two jobs basically.
Yeah,
So I have to make sure that my work is done in class. I cannot be goofing around and doing the stuff that other people that my age were doing at that time. So I had to really like, okay, like you want this for the long term. You want to, you got to work hard now so you can be rewarded later. That's my type of motivation. Like, I have to be on it. I will say I do need some work because I'm a bit of a procrastinator, but I do, starting sophomore year, I had straight A's up until now. So I was like, okay, so I have my straight A's and I have to, do work afterwards. I don't got time to be doing no work at home. So I got to get it all done in school. So it's just really like, I'm so busy that I have to, like, I have no other choice. That's basically what my mindset is, honestly.
so you pretty much you don't have time to like do things that your kids your age is doing, like going out partying, or going to the mall, or doing that type of things. Your schedule is so busy with productive work that you don't have time for unproductive stuff.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. So tell us that
You
balance
got a
then.
little bit more time.
Yes, I do. I just recently actually started to have more of a balance because I didn't want like it was starting to feel like my the school year and my high school time was just flying by and I'm like, well, I don't know what memories I made out of this time. So especially it being my senior year, I had to realize, okay, you need to take some off days and designate this day. Ask your friends what they doing before you open that booking up. So just some things like that because yes, I do want money, but having those memories and experiencing things at this age is a lot more. It's worth a little bit more than the money part, is in
Yeah.
my opinion, because I'm young and turned just a little bit, so you gotta be. So you gotta put work to the side just a little bit sometimes, and so that's what I do. I just ask my friends, okay, so whose birthday's this month? What time I need to take off before I even open up my monthly bookings? Because okay, I have this certain amount of time to make my money. Then I can go have fun and make those memories. So, yeah, that's how I tackle that part.
Wow. So I am very curious to know, how did you get your clientele? Like, how did you grow your client base? What did you do to do that?
Um, I think because I was still in high school and I had a good amount of friends at my school, I really at the time it was really just a lot of high schoolers that I had for clients. Even up until now, I do still have a lot of people around my age that still come to me, and I think it's just the way that I market my business. So like I'm a very like trendy type of person when I do my posts or I do my reels on Instagram. I try to follow the trend so that I'm getting the people that I want. I like the fun people, and I'm still open to everybody else, but the fun people, the chill people, my type of people, my age group, they're really really chill. So um yeah, and just having my friends repost my videos and things like that, so my friends are coming to me, so it's just things like that. And then when I first started to get like um my my when I first started marketing stuff, I was doing like business cards. I did business cards, and then I was putting them in products at Walmart. And so, whenever, okay, I need some edge control, somebody buys the edge control, they got a business card in the edge control. So, yeah, so that, and then I also have, now I have a referral program. So, if, let's say a sister books an appointment with me and they refer their sister, so they both get $20 off their next appointment because, she got referred. So, that's also an incentive for, people to come to me, need to get some new clients. So,
That's good.
Man,
That's
you are
good.
amazing, Faith.
Yeah.
I mean,
How many years did it take us
she
to
didn't
figure that
even,
out?
but not even that. I'm just blown away right now because you have, it seems like at such a young age you literally have it figured out.
Yeah.
Like you have it figured out and you have it down, that, which this is super impressive. So I mean, I'm curious to know about your pricing now. Typically what you find with especially young entrepreneurs, they struggle with figuring out like what prices should they charge. Now I'm thinking, maybe, I don't know if this is the case of you, because if you're starting off with high schoolers and folks at school, maybe they don't have a whole lot of money, but then I don't know, somehow sometimes young people find money.
Yeah.
They find the money. So how did you start off with your pricing, and then did you grow your pricing? Did you discover at one point that maybe you were undercharging, and like, how did you work out your pricing?
Right. Okay. So, I don't know how I found out about this strategy, but for pricing, I did it an hourly basis. So, it's just like a regular 9 to 5 job. They charge you by the hour. But since it's a demanding job, it's very, it's hard on the body. So I charge a lot more an hour than anybody else would. So as of right now, I'm at $35 an hour. And then I still tack on the prices of the hair that I provide and just like a percentage of the gel, because you don't need one gel for a whole head, but a percentage of that. So But when I first started, I think I was charging $20 an hour. I think I was doing $20 an hour, and I tacked, like I said, I tacked on the. I wasn't providing hair then, but I tacked on the gel, and any clips or anything that I had to buy, I would just put that on, because I had just started. So that's how I did that. And my prices did start pretty low. But my dad, he was like, you need to raise some prices. You need to he's really he be like, he be chasing the money. So he was like, you need to make sure you're raising your prices, especially, getting better, and building the quality of my videos, the quality of my work, all that type of stuff. So, and then also I moved into a suite, so that I have to pay a monthly or weekly rent. So that also had to count that into my prices as well, because I have to be charging enough to make sure I meet my rent deadlines, my
Right,
bills.
right.
So
That's good stuff.
yep.
Do you know? I used to do air traffic control. We're the ones that keep the planes from touching in the sky.
Oh, okay.
And long story short, as an air traffic controller, I had to go through all of these, schools, and then you had to go through school after school. We only make about 35 to 45 an hour. So you making what air traffic controllers make at 17.
Yep.
That's amazing. And we keep people from touching.
Yeah. Oh no, that's crazy.
Hey, I mean, you can't look the price. Looks,
You keep them ends
the
from
price.
touching. You keep them ends from touching.
Like, yeah, I mean, you see the detail work. She does stuff like this, and this takes
Right.
time. Trust me. I
Mhm.
was sitting getting my hair braided. Right, I was literally in the shop for. I think I was in her shop for 9 hours. I thank God she didn't charge about an
Really?
hour though. She didn't charge about, but I gotta do the math on like what she charged me to see like, okay, I need to do the math. I don't know what that equate to when she charged me, but she just charged me a flat rate. But okay, so so it was your father who kind of helped you to make the adjustments on your prices because
Right.
you figured you probably was charging too low, and then you adjusted. And so, how comfortable are you now with your prices?
I'm pretty comfortable. I've kept them the same for, I think it's been probably about almost a year. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty comfortable, because I moved from one suite space to another, and I was paying more at the other suite space than I am now. So it's just like there's no need to really charge anymore, because I'm already, I feel like it's a decent amount that I charge right now. So yeah,
Okay.
So you graduate next year, right?
this year
This
from
year,
high
so
school.
when you graduate, you have that high school time, I guess, to have more bookings. So, just me thinking out the box. So that means your business could have more potential to grow at 18,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely. But I will say though, I probably will need to target to a different market then, because my schoolgirl, they're gonna be in school. So if I'm having a morning appointments, and they're gonna be like, we in school, girl.
Oh,
So
that makes
I just
sense.
gotta switch around, get some grown folks in there.
Oh yeah, like me. Yeah, I got you. We need our hair braided too, and it wasn't easy finding a good braider. So
Exactly.
it's nice to know that there is someone we know that is a great hair braid. Look, if anybody needs their hair braided, we gonna make sure you know how to reach out to her. So okay, so then I am also curious to know this. So you graduate this year. You're going to free up your. I want to know, like, in regards to your marketing. You said you're using social media. You got your friends at school. Which platform do you use the most? Which has been most successful for you?
Definitely Instagram.
Instagram.
Definitely Instagram. Not that I have like went viral or anything. I think there's only one video that got a couple K. That's, I think it was just one video, but I would say Instagram targets more people that are actually booking.
Mhm.
So rather than TikTok, I think I went viral maybe 3 times on TikTok, and people, they comment, oh, this is so pretty, but not as many people are booking. They're just, oh, this is cute. Rather than Instagram, they're like, okay, I like her, let me go ahead and book. So it's just, I feel like that's the difference, basically, for me at least.
Okay, so where do you think most of your traffic is coming from? So is it Instagram, is it referrals, or is it from your school? Where do you think the most of your clientele is coming from?
Not necessarily my school, because I actually moved to a different school, so I don't really have. There's not really my target people at my school now. So I would say Instagram.
Instagram.
And kind of referrals as well, but mostly Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah,
That
because
is,
you pretty much got people advertising your product every time they walk out your shop.
yep, yep.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna
Walking
be
billboards.
and I do your hair. And
Right.
Wow.
Exactly. And
yeah,
that's where the referrals come through. And then that's how the business keeps on going because, everybody's always asking.
that's good
Wow.
stuff.
I think that's awesome. Faith, what you're doing is absolutely amazing. We're like so proud of you. What I want you to do is I want you to encourage young people your age. There's a lot of young folks out there who want to become entrepreneurs. And maybe not know because I think, wait, you have an LLC, right? You're like set
Yes.
up. And
Yes.
wait, before I get into that, I do need to ask this question because you did mention you're currently working in a shop, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any aspirations to maybe one day own your own shop or like what's your future?
I sure do. Honestly, I will say that I'm kind of getting out the mojo of being behind the chair.
Okay.
So it's very, like I said, it's very hard on the body. And I work a lot. Like, I only have one off day a week. And sometimes I don't even use that off day. Sometimes, oh, my sister needs her hair done, and this person, and this person. So it's very hard on the body, but I will say that one of my goals is to have my own salon suites. So maybe even more than one, but the goal right now is to have at least one. And just to not work as much. Like, I will still take clients, but just not as much. I want to be able to travel and still live my life without, wearing and tearing on my body. So that's the goal.
Wow.
So she's 17 or
18
18,
now. I
and she's
know.
already looking at retirement.
I know. She's
I know. That's what I
already working on building an empire. Like, I mean,
exactly.
That's what I'm
oh
I've
my
been
talking
telling
goodness.
about.
my clients, y'all better watch out. I don't know if I'm gonna be retired by 19 or not, but y'all better be.
Well, I already know that what you're talking about is extremely possible.
Yeah.
The young lady who braided my hair, she's
Mhm.
actually 22 years old and she owns her own shop. It's like
Okay.
she has her own shop and she has, like all these chairs. So in her shop, she has like she's a braider. She's the only one who braids, the shop
Hmm.
owner, the 20-year-old. Then she has somebody who like does wig installs and then she has someone in her shop who does like I think like quick weaves and
Right.
ponytails. And then she says she's looking for someone to do like nails. She don't have that person, so she have like kind of more of a
Yeah.
full service salon.
Hmm.
But she already have people. She have about three, I think three or four occupants already in her shop. And then she's the owner, and she's only 22 years old. So
Yeah.
I already can see what
Yeah.
you're talking about. But then
Yep.
you're going even beyond that because you're trying to branch off and have multiple. So
Yeah.
Yes.
man,
That's the goal.
that's awesome. So
Don't forget about us. When you get
yeah, yeah. You have definitely have built yourself a better business. I mean, something to be proud of. We're definitely proud of you. Faith, if you don't mind just taking a moment to encourage your generation, those who are aspired to be entrepreneurs, even older folks. There's so many people who want to start their own
yeah.
business, but don't have quite a handle on it like you do. And so, what advice you would like to give to them, and what encouragement you can give them in regards to starting their business and what it takes to get to your level?
Right. Okay. So I think that it can be very hard and it's very challenging. People only show you the goods of, having your own business. And so it can be a lot, but it's very rewarding when you put forth the effort and you put in, everything that you have, like if you just go for it. So that's what I did. And I just, I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I think I want to go ahead and start. So I just, just doing it, like it feels so good. It's like a weight off your shoulder. Like, okay, I finally let, what I actually want to do in ways, because people they feel the void. Oh, I still have to make money other ways and do this and do that, but you're not doing exactly what you really want to do. So waking up and doing something that you actually want to do is so rewarding. And so I would just say just do it. Don't second guess yourself, just do it. So
No
Yep.
Yeah.
excuses. And you know what? You are a prime example of that, Faith.
Yeah.
Just do. And I love your name too. Her name is Faith. I
Yeah.
mean, it gets no more
She
powerful
stepped
than
out on
that.
faith like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, literally. Your name speaks it all. I mean, dear, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
hats off. I mean, just awesome to be able to know you in your beginning phases because when I look at different shows and everything and the things they're doing, I can see you like at that next level already. And
Right.
you have the mindset and your demeanor and everything, the way you carry yourself. I can see you doing it easy.
Yeah, wise
Thank
beyond your
you.
years. So
Yeah.
we're very proud of you. We support you. We encourage you. We want to make sure too. We want to make sure too. Where can people find you, Faith, if they want to, know more about you? Check out your Instagram. What's your handles? What's the best place for them to be able to find you?
Definitely Instagram. So my Instagram is Dream Hair Lab. Let me just make sure 1 second. It should be Dream Hair Lab. There might be a the before it, but
No
or
problem.
also my number is 470-309 and 77223. So people text me and call me at all times of the hours, but I just text them back as soon as I can. So yes, and my Instagram is the Dream Hair Lab. So
Okay.
right here with
Ah,
just a
yeah.
D in the beginning.
So D, that's the letter D. D Dream Hair.
The THE.
Oh, the. Okay, so
Yes,
Dream Hair.
the
Okay,
The
Dream
Dream
Hair
Hair.
Lab.
The
Yes.
Dream Hair Lab. I love it. Love the name.
Yeah.
Love the name of your shop. Love the name of your name. And absolutely love what you're doing, Faith. You stay encouraged. You keep doing what you're doing. You're inspiring a lot of people. There's a lot of folks that can't wait to hear what you had to say. So
I can't wait to do the next interview when she's at the next level, the six-figure
yeah,
salary.
we definitely gotta we
Mm-hmm.
gotta we gotta keep track of you and see
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you're going places, young lady. So we're excited. So thank you so much for being on our show. We are definitely going to continue to root you on. But for those who are out there who are listening to Faith's story, be encouraged. We want you to build that dream business that you always aspire to do because you can do it. And like my husband always say,
Listen, learn it, and apply it.
yeah, nothing to it but to do it according to faith. So until next time, we look forward to talking to you on another episode of Build a Better Business with the
Let's
Floyds.
go.
All right, next time. Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
All right, thank
Faith.
you.
Hey, you took it to hand.